everybody, and welcome to this week's Cruise Chat. I'm Kathleen Penner, owner of Plenty of Sunshine Travel, and today I'm joined by Margarita, and she is from Azamara, as you can see on our screen, and we're super excited to just talk about some last-minute deals and just to talk about Azamara. And I've had the pleasure to meet with you before on several occasions, so make sure you can go back and look at that playlist and just look at all of our other exciting episodes. Over to you.
Hey, Kathleen, nice to see you today. And it's so great that people are getting out there and exploring. I'm on social media quite a lot, and I am seeing that there's a lot of positive feedback. People are arriving at their destinations without issues.
Oh,
A lot of the protocols have eased up.
mhm.
Luggage is arriving on time. Connections are being made, and people are really getting excited about traveling again. So
Yeah.
I know that you've been away quite a
I
lot.
have, yes.
And I
Quite a
have
bit.
touched several corners of the earth in the last 3 months. So South Africa, France, and Greece. Um, where else was I? Um, oh, I did the pursuits from Lisbon up to Stockholm.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
yeah, so we've had some luck with all of these things. But yeah, let's talk about Azamara. And we I was just explaining that we have changed our hashtag from
Mhm.
explore further to change the way you see.
Oh, I love that play on
SEA.
words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and it's really fun because some of our little giveaways now are eyeglasses cleaners and things to play on that theme.
Yeah. Oh, I
But
love it.
the real point about Azamara is, of course, that we stay longer in destination. And because we're so small with our little tiny ships at 30,000 gross tons, we can get into some of these destinations that other people simply cannot get
Yes.
to.
I love that.
So we've
You're
got
going for the destinations, and it's wonderful that these ships can just, snug right in there and get to those small ports, and it's great. I love it.
So we've got 4 identical ships. We've
Okay.
got the Pursuit, the Quest, the Journey, and the brand new Onward. So since we last spoke, we launched the Onward on May 2nd, and they are identical ships. So there's a couple of small changes amongst them. One of being Atlas Bar, where you can get these premium specialty cocktails,
Mm.
and that is at the aft of the Onward. And we will be bringing those cocktails onto the other ships,
Mhm.
but they will be served in the den, but that
Oh,
is starting right away. So that is exciting news as well. So a
yeah.
little bit of an upscale flair to
Mhm.
our older ships. So all of them beautifully renovated. When I was on the Pursuit, people were on talking about how fantastic the renovations are and how pleased they are with the color schemes, and it's just they're really spectacular vessels. So
Great.
we do have 4 vessels. Our new brand positioning, I just love this.
Mhm.
Azamara lets explorers immerse themselves into cultures and locales at a more relaxed pace, discovering destinations by day and night, resulting in a richer, more fulfilling small cruise experience.
Oh,
So
that's fabulous. What
so
a
we
great.
do I love to go for the
Yeah.
destination,
Mhm.
and I love experiencing all that these countries have to offer, so I
Yes.
love it. Where do we go? Well, starting in 23, we will be going Mediterranean is our big, bread and butter.
Mhm.
Northern and Western Europe, we do have, of course, the transatlantics. The Onward will be coming over into the Caribbean. The Pursuit will be doing South America. We will also have Africa, South Africa, and West Africa. We are still planning to go into Asia in 2023. And of
Okay.
course, now that Australia and New Zealand have opened up again, we will
Yeah.
be sailing into Australia and New Zealand as well. So
So exciting.
lots of
Yes.
opportunities for sure. Um, so why Azamara? We connect people to people, people with cultures, and people with themselves. And you
Mhm.
probably will agree with me that when you travel, you come back with these fantastic perspectives, a
Yes.
greater understanding for what people are going through,
Mhm.
um, greater appreciation for food, cuisine, wine, all of that stuff, right? So
Yes.
it really does add to your own cultural benefit when you are able to
Mhm.
experience these ports. And why us? Well, as I said, we stayed longer. We
Mhm.
have more overnights. We have 170 overnights. We go to 275 unique ports. we've got these world events. So in May, we did the Formula One. In November, we'll be doing Dubai. There's, of course, the Formula One there as well as World Cup. Um, We've got Perry Golf experiences. So we've got these fantastic themed cruises. Wine and culture is a really popular one, but ports that the other people just, unfortunately can't get to. So if you're all about the ship, great. If you're all about the ports, it's Azamara you want to sail with.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, as I say, we stay longer. We've got unrivaled destinations. And the other thing is when we're doing our shore excursions, our pre and post, we really curate them to what our clientele are looking for.
Mhm.
Um, as I say, we've got immersive experiences, country intensive voyages. If you're looking at going specifically to Greece or specifically Croatia, you don't have to do Italy, Spain, Portugal, and then touch on France. So we can really focus on those itineraries. And as I say, we get closer. So I have some great slides that will show you where we do go that some of the other ships simply cannot get to.
Oh, great.
And we have been saying for a long time that we've got fantastic crew. The
Mhm.
reports are coming in. We are rated in the top. Our crew are loved by so many people. They're authentically warm. When I was on the pursuit, some of the comments that we were hearing is, it is amazing to see the captain walking the ship, engaged with the clientele,
Mhm.
the hotel manager, the food and beverage managers at our white night parties, serving food, always being available to talk to people, looking for, trying to find ways to improve. Always, you would hear, thank you so much for bringing that to our attention, so those sorts of things. And I love that. So, it's always ways to improve, but the what we're finding is people are finding out where are our crew going, who's going to be hosting, and I will sail with them on that voyage. So the
Oh,
crew are a big selling feature.
that's
And then,
amazing.
mhm,
Yeah, that they plan their trip around, the waiter or the favorite crew member that they had. That's great. That really means that they made an impact into their life, and I love that.
yeah, and if
Yeah.
you go onto some of the Azamara social media sites, you will see people saying, "I loved your enthusiasm. I love the way you brought that to my attention." And because the crew are so personable, you could say, "I've never been to Bordeaux before. What should I do while I'm here? What restaurant should I go to eat at?"
Oh, that's
And they
great.
will be more than willing to recommend if they know things. Our As Amazing Evenings, those will be coming back in 23, and that's when we take everybody from our ship to a unique port, or not a unique port, but a unique site,
Mhm.
whether or not it's uh, in Marseille to a can-can show, or perhaps it's an opera in Italy, all of these sorts of very unique experiences. For
Yeah,
now, we're bringing them on board. So we're having
right.
destination celebrations. But coming into 23, as things start to open up, you will start to see our As Amazing Evenings coming
Ah,
back.
exciting.
Yeah. So this is just one example in South America where we had a fantastic
Mhm.
um, experience with. That was our cruise director at the time, and then we had an event there, a Carnival Experience for people to experience what it is in Uruguay, what their cultures are all about.
Oh, neat.
So our cruise with confidence, I know we've been saying it's going to be ending, but it is ending in August. So
Mhm.
now is the time to book. You've got more flexibility, you've got the best price guarantee, and you are able to cancel up until 48 hours prior to sailing if you have deposited by the 31st of August. So
Perfect.
it is really important that if you want that confidence to be able to make changes if you need them and have that flexibility, that you do deposit before the end of this month.
Mhm.
So touching on, of course, we have destination as immersive experiences, but I love these slides because it shows that we are in port. You've
Yeah.
got the lights on. I've got some fantastic pictures of when we were in Monte Carlo from the ship, looking up the hillside of Monte Carlo.
Wow.
with all our ship lights on, and that's when we did our white night party, but we are
Oh,
in for
beautiful.
sometimes until 11 o'clock at night, and then we, of course, have those overnight stays as well. So when
Mhm.
we were in Amsterdam, we did a canal cruise. We just, did one of these little excursions and did a canal cruise, through the red light district in Amsterdam at 11 o'clock at night. So that was, quite a lot
Good
of fun as well.
experience. Yeah,
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah. So this is what we wanted to talk about is last minute
Mhm.
voyages because we still have space available, which is very unusual. But
Mhm.
when we go into some of the details, you will see that not every category is available. That sometimes it's only the lower end categories, but this will just give you a quick idea from September until
Mhm.
November what the sailings are like. So we've got some 7 night sailings, we've got up to 50 night sailings, and you will see that most of the suite accommodations are not available. So let's just
Right.
dive in a little bit.
Sure.
One of our Greece intensive voyages, this is on the Quest.
Mhm.
Uh, the balconies, unfortunately, are sold out, or sorry, the suites are sold out, but
Mhm.
we do have balcony accommodation and ocean view accommodation. This is 7 nights. We go into 7 ports. We've got late nights and overnights. It's round trip to Piraeus, which is the port of Athens. You'll
Mhm.
see that we've got a couple of late night departures. So roads, we don't depart until 10 o'clock at night. Um, when we go into Crete, we don't depart until 8 o'clock at night. So anything after 8 p.m. is considered a late night stay. So a really beautiful, intensive going into Santorini. People, of course,
Mhm.
love that port, but going into these ports and it's off season, so it's not going to be quite as busy as it has
Well,
been
that's
this
great.
summer.
Yeah. And the
Um,
weather would be nice too as well. It won't be searing hot. It'll be
you know what?
nice,
We were
fall,
there
beautiful.
last October. It's warm enough. It was warm enough when we were there to swim, but
Mhm.
not to the point where you couldn't sleep because it
Right.
was, it was beautiful. But on
Mm.
this itinerary, we do overnight in
Mhm.
Mykonos. Um, so, arriving at 6:30, going into Mykonos, which is considered the Ibiza of Greece, going through the cobblestone streets,
Mhm.
artisan shops. Um, there are, when we go into Turkey, going into Kusadasi and seeing the main attractions there. It's sort of the largest city of it was once the second largest city of the Roman Empire. And then we have roads, we're all day there. We have a late night stay departing at 10 p.m. Um, it's one of the seven wonders of the world when you go into, I think it's called the Colossus of Rhodes.
Wow.
Um, you know, the medieval towns, the stacked houses,
Mhm.
um, and then Santorini. I honeymooned in Santorini, so it's one of my,
Oh,
it's very
personal
warm to my
favorite.
heart. But
Yes.
we go into Fura, and so you can either take the donkey rides up, you can take the funicular, or you can walk. Just make sure you watch where you're stepping, because it's the route where the donkeys are going. But that gives you an idea of the different itineraries that we do have while you are in Greece.
Mhm.
Um, and then getting my mouse here, sorry.
That's
And then Croatia. The rates in Croatia are quite similar to the rates that we had in for Greece.
Mhm.
This will be leaving from Ravenna, so return to Ravenna. No overnights on this one, but we do have several late night stays. So we've got 4 late night
Sure.
stays in
Mhm.
Croatia. But again, that there's more to Dubrovnik than or more to Croatia than Dubrovnik. So going into Split, Zadar, so lots of itinerary. Sorry, lots of Croatia intensive. This is one of the ones that I really want to do in 23. So
Yeah.
that is
I
on my
can see
bucket
why.
list. I figured
Mhm.
one that's warm to my heart because I've been there, and one that I really am looking forward to going. So that just gives you an idea. So it's not too late to book now. With our late nights or with our last minute voyages, all in Canadian dollar pricing, really now is the time. If you're looking to go, we have the space. Um, If you're looking to go next year, we have a fantastic promotion and it is called our early booking bonus.
Right.
It includes 20% off for your Europe 2023 voyages, as well as the complimentary Experience More package. Now, that includes an onboard ship credit,
Mm-hmm.
unlimited Wi Fi for one device, and the upgrade to the premium beverage package.
Oh.
So it is on select staterooms, so must
Mhm.
be a balcony or higher. But some of the itineraries that we will be going to France, and I picked this itinerary because the feedback that we had from a recent seminar at sea was
Mhm.
outstanding.
Yes.
Um, this will be leaving from Southampton. Honfleur is like walking back in time.
Mm.
The buildings there, probably built in the 1700s.
Mhm.
And it's interesting because you could tell what the taxes were. It's based on the ground, um, build the ground level of your building. So the buildings sort of get fatter as they as they go up. Um, but
Oh,
the
goodness.
original cobblestone streets, and it's just,
Oh, beautiful.
honestly, it's like walking back in time. Rouen is the gateway to Paris if you're looking to get there, and
Mhm.
then of course going to the landing beaches. When you get into the Normandy area,
Mhm.
but the food, the wine, and then ending in Bordeaux, and we actually have an overnight in Bordeaux.
Oh,
So
no.
a lot of the times when ships will go and say they're going into Bordeaux, they actually dock in La Roche and then they commute, which is but if you go down the main highway, it's about an hour and a half to get into
Wow. Big
Bordeaux.
difference. Goodness.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We go right into Bordeaux. So you will see, we overnight here. So the nice thing is you could spend one day in this majestic old city and then the next day go in and visit the wineries. So going to do
Nice.
the wine tours.
Yeah.
So that is one of the itineraries that is available with
Mhm.
our early booking bonus. So if you're looking to go into Europe next year, some of the other itineraries, we've got an Ireland intensive. If you're a golfer, you're going to love this itinerary
Yes.
because we go into Dublin
Uh-huh.
overnight, overnight in Dublin, then go into Belfast, overnight in Belfast. So you can golf one day and then explore and drink Guinness the next day.
Oh,
Um,
smart.
Going into Belfast and seeing the peace walls and all of the people
Mhm.
who have written on the peace walls is quite humbling, to be honest. The greenery of Dublin and the Irish humor. I love all of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So
My
it's
daughter
fantastic.
went to university in Ireland, and so she spent, one school year there and just didn't want to come home. Absolutely loved it. The people are so friendly. Everything's so lush and green and beautiful. It's just such an amazing place to travel.
It
It's
is.
yeah,
It
that's a
really
great
is.
itinerary.
And the fact that, they speak English,
Mhm.
and so you can explore so much. So
Yeah.
I anyway, I love that
Yes.
itinerary.
Mhm.
The Onward will be in Italy.
Oh,
So this is, of course, this is where she launched. Her first itinerary was actually from Monte Carlo to Venice.
mhm.
So this is a fantastic itinerary. Now, we're hoping to go back into Venice, but if we don't, then we'll be going into Ravenna, which is the gateway to Bologna.
Okay.
But you can do a pre or post in Venice. So I'm
Right.
still saying it's Venice, although it might be Ravenna. But this itinerary, we've got two overnights. It's 10 ports. It's departing in August. And of course, that would be available with our early booking bonus as well.
How nice. Wow.
So just a quick overview of the ship itself.
Mhm.
The main lobby area, it's identical. The one main difference that will sort of set the ships apart is that picture frame that you see in the landing of the
Yes.
stairwell, and just from that you can kind of tell which itinerary or
Oh,
which
which ship
ship
you're
you're.
on?
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
so
Neat.
it's your little boutique hotel at sea. When you get up to the top of the stairs, on your left will be mosaics. On your right will be the shops. Down below, you will find the concierge desk as well as the um, the front desk. So if you've got any questions or want to ask anything about your billing or need help with connecting to Wi-Fi or any of that stuff,
Yeah,
that
any of
is
the
where you're gonna
services for the guests. Yeah.
exactly
Wow. And
you're gonna
it's so picturesque. That's beautiful.
it is. It's a
Yeah.
really, I mean, the ships are just they really are beautiful.
Mhm.
Um, we've got suite accommodation. We've got a Club Continent suite. So anything in a suite will include butler service, will include laundry service, one bag of laundry for every 7 days you're at sea, um, complimentary dining in our specialty dining room. So there are more benefits to
Mhm.
being in suite accommodation than simply the balcony, the space. That those so there are definitely benefits to that. Club veranda, we've got loads of club veranda classes, and I just love the idea of having a veranda, whether
Mhm.
or not it's to um, start your day having breakfast. You can order room
Yes.
service and have your cappuccino out there. When
Mhm.
I was sailing on my own, my husband goes, "Stop sending pictures of your cappuccino." I said, "I can't.
I
I'm
can't.
just,
Yeah.
I'm loving that."
Yeah.
In the evening, to see the stars in the
Mhm.
quietness of your own stateroom is just beautiful. Uh,
I love sitting out there as we're pulling into port and
I
just,
know.
watching because you're so close at that point. You're just watching everything go. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, no,
I'm sitting
it
out
is
there with my
very
camera, let me tell you. So it's
exactly,
beautiful.
exactly.
Mhm.
And or just to check the weather, like, am I wearing shorts today or do I want something a little warmer? So that sort of thing is fantastic. So I love that category. We do have 10% of our inventory is inside if people are thinking about budgets and so on. But
Mhm.
honestly, I would encourage you to go veranda
Yes.
if you can. The living room, exactly like you would it's well named, it's exactly like you would have it at home, great gathering place. We do afternoon tapas and wine here. In the evening, it turns into our hopping place with the live band and then the DJ service after that. Food, everybody wants to talk about the food. Discoveries, we've got a bar prior to going for dinner. If you wanted to meet people in the bar area, you could do that and
Mhm.
then go into discoveries. It's available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, linen tablecloth, tableside service, available every night. It is the largest dining room that we have, and it is also the most varied menu that you will find.
Oh, good.
Alfresco dining for breakfast and lunch, buffet
Mhm.
style, but in the evening, the patio and windows, coming back after COVID, has again linen tablecloth service, tableside service, and it's a
Okay.
great way to dine al fresco when
Yes.
you're in those warmer temperatures.
Oh, exciting. Yes, it's beautiful. I'm so glad things are returning back to the
I
normal, the
know,
way that
it's so
they were.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, if they ever do in its an entirety. But, you learn some things, you wanna use it we wanted to open up al fresco dining because people wanted, open air
Yes.
and, went over very well. So
Yeah.
Prime Scene Aquilina, those are our 2 specialty dining rooms. The table right here with the orange flowers, it's a long table, it seats 12, that would be our chef's table. That is a 5-course meal with with the wines that are paired with
Mhm.
it. The sommelier will come out and explain why he's paired the wine with that meal. They're themed, so it might be, uh, food of France or Italian cuisine. It's not every night, so if you're looking at doing something like that, I would encourage you to book as soon as you get on board because obviously it's only 12 people. There is a
Right.
surcharge for that.
Mhm.
But Prime Sea and Aquilina, when we were on the pursuit, by the third day, it was sold out for the week.
Oh,
So again, book as soon as you get on. The surcharge for Prime Sea and Aquilina is $30 per person,
oh,
but
good.
does come included with the suite accommodations. So
Right. And that's not outrageous. I mean, you go to a fine restaurant
mm,
here at home and you're paying more than double that. So,
exactly.
yeah,
So, and
amazing.
keeping in mind that your drinks are included as well. So that's
Right. Yes. Good value.
um as I had said earlier, the crew, heart and soul of our itineraries for sure. So just to remind you that we do have some inclusive amenities included. So all guests will receive the complimentary As Amazing events, whether or not it's our As Amazing evening, our
Mhm.
destination celebration, or our white night parties. Spirits, international beers, and wines are also included. Bottled water, specialty coffees. When I talk about specialty coffees, I'm talking about your cappuccinos, your espressos. We've got a great bar called Mosaics. You can go down from 6:30 in the morning and get your, kick shot of espresso. In the evening, you might want to have a cappuccino with perhaps a truffle, chocolate truffle, something like that. That is
Oh,
available. We've got self-serve laundry. When we come out of COVID in its entirety, we will be returning to our shuttle service. We can't say that we have shuttle service available on all of our voyages.
mhm.
I was fortunate enough that we did have the shuttle service available on the voyage that I was on. So
It's
um,
helpful. Yeah.
it's helpful, exactly. When you get into the Veranda Plus, we do have some Wi-Fi minutes available, complimentary dining available for every 7 nights, priority embarkation, and then of course when you get into the suite accommodation, then we also have butler service,
Mhm.
onboard credits, and so on.
Mhm.
So not only do we have fantastic last minute voyages offered, but single supplements. So right up until February of 2023, I have not seen this many voyages at 125% of the stateroom fare.
Mhm.
So if you are looking to travel now and you don't have that perfect companion who's looking to travel, and honestly, I would say the majority of our single supplements are women who are traveling on their own. They
Right.
are loving it. They're
Mhm.
looking for those deals and they are looking to go now and not waiting for when their spouse is saying, okay, I'm ready to travel now. So we are finding that we've got a lot of single supplements
Mhm.
being offered now. So
And what a
just to
great way to see the world and feel safe about it too, because you're still in this group, but you're
Mhm.
still alone. So you can venture off alone, but you know that you're protected, and it's perfect. It's a great way to do it.
It is for sure. So, yeah, just a couple of reminders. Last minute voyages, space available. We do tend to book from suite down. So if you're looking for suite accommodation, book early, and that might be the option to book our early booking bonus for
Mhm.
2023 if you are looking for a specific category. Otherwise, it's great single supplements, and we do have some group offers available as well. So if you've got a group and you're looking to travel and get some fantastic deals, these group offers are really, really terrific, and they are available on select sailings only until the end of September. So
Perfect.
lots
Well,
going
thank
on.
you. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for putting all that together. It was lovely to see those itineraries that are still available, which
yeah,
is phenomenal because things have been selling like hotcakes. So that's really
yeah,
a great opportunity to get on Azamara. And
yeah.
I can't thank you enough for putting all that together. So thank you.
You're so welcome.
Yes, and I
So
hope everybody has, oh, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
no, that's it. That was all. I was just
Yep.
gonna say thanks for inviting me and
Oh, great.
letting me be part of this.
Oh,
So
wonderful. And I hope everybody has a great week. Make sure you subscribe to our channel because we've got some really great stuff. And I'll see you guys all next week. Goodbye, everybody.
bye.
Thank you so much for watching this week's episode with Margarita from Azamara. It was really cool to see some of their last minute itineraries that they still have availability on. And I think it's really interesting that all the suites are all sold out. So if you want suites, please, please, please make sure that you contact me early so that we can get you a suite. Some of those 2023 itineraries looked fabulous. I cannot believe some of them, they overnight in those amazing locations. And Ireland, I just want to do Ireland. I think it would be awesome to do that. So if you want to go with me, perhaps we could do a group. You could just contact me and let me know. Reach out to me as well if you'd like any information on any of the Azamara bookings or any of the other episodes that we've done. There's 93 episodes up so far. So make sure that you check out all of those. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you next week. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.